Next up, in Chapter 9 of Mastering Meditation, we'll be moving on to an aspect of a meditation practice that, if I have ever achieved it, I only brushed up against it, and that being a Kundalini awakening, where some of the ways it's described, I have had those experiences like feeling a rush of energy rush up through my spine or up through my body. It never got to the point where I felt like it busted out the top of my head, which is how you hear it described sometimes. But nonetheless, I'll read to you what he wrote here mostly, and then I'll chime in here and there if I have anything to add. We'll start off with this though. Kundalini directly translates as power and intelligence. And here's what he wrote. So Kundalini and consciousness. As the yogi uses the low idle state and practices Om Japa in each of the 6 chakras, he may notice that energy jumps up his spine. What was locked below will suddenly release and flow upwards. He may feel this release as a trickle or as a great rush of energy up towards the brain. This is the Kundalini awakening that many yogis talk about. It will feel like an upward flow of energy, but the energy is not the real point. The true significance is what happens to your consciousness, which goes along for the ride. You may feel a great rush of freedom, love, and expansion in the heart. Suddenly, just like the lover, you have no more troubles or worries, which is why I wanted to throw in that part in the previous video where he was talking about the roll-up of consciousness and the kind of peak state of it being similar to when you're head over heels falling in love with somebody, right? You may feel your energy and sense of self rise into the wisdom of your throat chakra or into the knowingness of your medulla or ajna chakra. You may even feel yourself rise to the top of your head. Many yogis report feeling the top of the head suddenly opening and expanding. All of this falls within the realm of what is normally called a Kundalini awakening. The key importance of this event is your consciousness has now arisen and has begun the life-changing process of expansion. And then we'll close it off with this part, talking about something called the 5 koshas. This is my first time ever hearing about it. And so he writes, yoga philosophy posits that 5 different sheaths cover the human soul. This makes more sense if you consider that you have a body, your conscious mind fits within it, and your emotional system exists within your mind. Inside of that sits the highest pole of nobility and inspiration within you, your soul. So it basically breaks down into these 5 things. I'm not going to even try reading the traditional names for these, but the first one being your physical sheath. Second one is your conscious mind sheath. Third, your energetic and subconscious sheath. Fourth, wisdom and higher intelligence sheath. And then the 5th one is the bliss sheath. And then as we've been going through this book, a lot of his meditation approaches are kind of are aiming towards bliss, right? And he does that specifically because if you're having your meditation aiming towards bliss, then you're basically always pointed in the right direction for this whole non-dual state where it's not listed there, but the step above this bliss sheath is the full-on non-dual state, samadhi, and all of that. So pretty cool. We'll leave it with that, and until the next video, keep your meditation practice legit.